Hello class, welcome to Chemistry 161 Lab, Fall 2024 at Windward Community College. I'm your instructor, Mike Ferguson, and the purpose of this video is to welcome you to the class. It's also to show you how this works. So here we are in Sakai La Lima, and I'm at the overview page. This is last year's video. I'm going to upload this one once I make it and upload it to YouTube and that kind of stuff. So this is the lab companion class to Chem 161, and to be in this class you need to be, or you should be, pre-STEM, or you should be a STEM major or pre-med or pre-pharm. That's the people that generally take this, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. I guess not too many mathematics majors take it, more science and engineering. Take this class, or people that want to be medical doctors. If you want to go into nursing, typically you take either chemistry 100 or biology 1 or biochemistry 141. But I mean, you're of course welcome to take this class. If you're in those majors, also if you're in a non-STEM major, you can take Chem 100. Or some other physical science class like astronomy, or if you don't need a physical science, you can take human biology. I want to make sure that people are not wasting their time. That's why I'm talking about that for this series. So let me show you the features of this page, and you can see here I have you see when each one is due. So we have due at the end of the first week. And then labs, the labs are broken up into the different things. And these are the labs due on December 12th. December 20th, that's the last day of finals. So, and if you're wondering, I am bendy about the dates. So if you miss a deadline, I will extend the dates. But I need to tell you, the lab flow, what I use for this is kind of, it's a cheap version. I think it's only $30 or maybe even less a semester to use, and because of that, there's fewer bells and whistles when it comes to its usage. And one of them is I can only extend the deadlines for everybody, and when that happens, you lose the ability to see your work. So, and from feedback from previous semesters, students want to be able to check their work. So I'm going to have a little bit of few days so the students can look at their work, and then I can extend the deadlines. I cannot extend the deadline past December 20th, though. That's the end, the end, because we have to submit grades soon thereafter. So let's talk about what to do first. And August 30th, so you go to lab flow. So you can click here, and I have it set up. I guess I'm already logged in. I'll see it. Yeah, I've already logged in. So you'll see something that looks like this if you do that the first time. And also here you can see there are registration instructions, so you can click on that, and here is how you set up registration. Okay, so you can go through the checklist there to do your registration, and then and that's really what I want you to do the first week. And you can keep on going. You don't have to I did that, I'm done. But I mean, many students don't join till the end, and I mean, you might have other stuff going on the first week, and you are more than welcome to work ahead. Everything, you could start off by taking the final exam if you want. So, although I don't recommend that, I recommend you go through the course, but I have everything set up, and you're welcome to work ahead. So where are we? Lab flow. Okay, so you get to my section number, and the section number is right here. The 64022 is the section number for this semester, and this is the name of the class right there. And here are the different experiments. So the first two are just that, and you just have to take the safety quiz. But then basic laboratory techniques, do the video, look at that, and then you take the quiz and go to the report. So it's like that. Sometimes it has sample data, you have to go there. Here you go. So for the soluble and insoluble salts, you have sample data here, and you need to use these data for the experiment. But that's not for every lab. So, but that's how you access the labs. So, and that's how you do them through that portal. And you can see the due dates. I'm going to email you at least twice a week. And so some of you are in my lecture class. Many of you are not. Of course, as we're not past the drop ed deadline, so who knows what's going to happen next week? With the crazy shuffling that sometimes happens. So it looks like these classes are very popular right now, at least the online Gen Chem labs. So I mean, they're popular because they're a requirement, of course. I don't think I love chemistry, but that's a lot of other people may not. This may not be your favorite subject. That's okay. I love chemistry, but I will send you a second video every week. So the first video is the beginning of the week. I will tell you when things are due. And because whenever I take an online class, I'm like, what does stuff do? It doesn't matter how pretty it is. I have no idea when things due. So I always send an email reminder out telling you when things are due. And the second email, usually on a Thursday, it's kind of like a feel-good video. It's like, I call it a feel-good video. I started doing it during the pandemic, and I started sending students information on what we were doing to solve the COVID pandemic, and I've just continued doing it. And I normally get things from Chemical Engineering News. That's the magazine for the American Chemical Society. But I look for articles in other places too. It depends. Sometimes it's the news at UH. Sometimes it's something that's like in the mainstream media. But usually it's chemistry focused new discoveries or projects that we're working on, and I talk about like what it means and kind of try to have an uplifting message, so why are you here, why are you studying chemistry? I hope to answer some of that questions for you. And okay, so let me go into the syllabus. So I don't want to talk too long, but here's a syllabus, some things to note here. Oh, that's the wrong date. I'll change that. Here is instructor information and office hours. And let me jump to the grading policies. You can look at the other stuff. It's the assessments are all on lab flow and the 10-point split. And also, so legal stuff and services. I don't think anyone's going to use AI for this class, but I was told to make an AI statement. And my AI statement is basically students are responsible for whatever AI content that you make. So just, be forewarned. I'm not going to go through all this stuff. I'm sure you can read it yourself. But I want to make a couple notes here. So first of all, basic needs and mental health and wellness. So if you are hungry or do not have housing, or if you're dealing with some crippling mental health issues, it's going to impact not only the quality of your life, but also your performance in the class. And I mean, of course, as a human being to another, the quality of your life is more important. But my job, among other things, is to make sure you make it through this class. And so it's important that you understand this, and that if you need help, there's lots of help. And unfortunately, the easiest thing is to get students food. I mean, people that have food insecurities, that's the easiest thing to solve. It's just we have plenty of programs to help you. So please, if you're having any food insecurities, just please either let me know or go through this link here. Housing, it can be a little more difficult, especially here in Hawaii, because it's because of the way housing is. But we do have some solutions in mental health and wellness. So we have this here, and this is we do have counselors and and we can help bring up your support network, and that's very important because so many people struggle with mental health issues, and it's not something we talk about very much. So, and the rest here is Title IX and student conduct. So, yeah, it's funny. I'm considered a responsible person. So the U.S. government defines me as a responsible person, which means that if you tell me anything that deals with any sexually based violence or stalking, I am required by law to report it. So if anyone tells me something, I'm required to report it. So this is interesting because I'm also a safe zone advocate, which means I have the safe zone placard, and like so, which means if you want to talk about safe zone topics, I'm available for that. And an advocate means that I will speak for you if you want me to, and so that's kind of a weird dichotomy there, I guess, or catch-22. I don't know what you want to call it, because like if you tell me something that falls into Title IX, I have to report. At the same time, I'm saying like, hey, if you have an issue, let me know and I'll speak for you. So it's kind of a weird situation to be in, but I certainly hope that none of those circumstances apply to you. Of course, but I just want to let you know. Okay, so hopefully this video is enlightening for you. Just, general overview. Sign up for LabFlow, and the links are here, instructions are here, and then work on the labs. You don't have to wait till next week. I try to have schedules to go with my lecture class as much as possible. I'll tend to have them sometimes in October, November to be due. Oh no, these first 3 batches I have it due a little after the test, so that way, like for the lecture students, so that because to me I think the lecture is more important than the lab. I understand the purpose of lab and for that, but I think that I'm glad to do the virtual labs because I think the way that we do actual chemistry lab is way outdated. Why do we educate 1/12 of our population on how to use test tubes? Robots do all the work in lab, so it makes more sense to do things using simulations, and it's safer and I work with glassware, but it's because I teach. If I didn't teach, I wouldn't work with glassware, so it's really an outdated technique. So that's a discussion for another day. But I'm very glad to have you here, and I hope you're happy to be here with your requirement. I hope you have a wonderful semester and the rest of your classes, and I'll be in touch. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will say goodbye. Aloha.